Hello friends, so myself Professor Amol Gandule. For TYBSc class I will teach you the paper number 5, that is industrial chemistry. Okay, in industrial chemistry paper for this third semester there are 6 lessons, 6 chapters are there, but only 2 chapters are allotted to me and the remaining 4 chapters will taken by the another teacher. Okay, so in this first 2 chapters, the basic introductory part of this industrial chemistry paper is given. The first chapter is known as modern approach to chemical industry and the second one is known as agrochemicals. Both are very simple. All the paper is very simple. It is related to the chemical industries. Different types of chemical industries are there. Okay, so the first topic is introduction again. So what is meant by chemical industry, then what are the different types of chemical industry? At this stage we are aware about that. Okay, so chemistry first of all is the backbone of chemical industry. Without chemistry or without the knowledge of chemistry we cannot establish any chemical industry. So that's why this is the basic need that we are learning chemistry, and chemical industry is slightly different from the other types of industry. Let us say for example steel industry. So in steel industry there is a production of steel. No doubt in that steel industry also some part is also related to the chemistry, but as it is a different field, it is related to the engineering or material. So that's why steel industry or the different types of industries, IT industries, these are related to another field. But our chemical industry is having some basic things. Okay, so to establish any chemical industry there are some basic requirements we should have, otherwise we cannot establish that chemical industry. So for example, chemical industries are of many types, such as the very glooming name is the pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical industry, then paint industry, then pesticides such as or insecticide industry, or dyes industry, paint industry, agrochemicals, then glass industry, cement industry, then petrochemicals, then our LPG gas production, then paper industry, so or fine chemical industries. So the list is not ending. So we can make a list of different types of industries. Paper industry or plastic industry is one of the, then polymer industries. Different industries are there. All are these included under the one heading known as chemical industry. Okay, so that's why the chemistry has no end, or we can say in other words, the only sky is the limit for the field of chemistry. Okay, so at this stage at TYBSc level we should know about the basic needs or basic requirements of the chemical industry. Okay, because when you after your graduation, when you go into the industry or if you do post graduation, then after there are a lot of chances to go for a job in the chemical industry or to establish a new industry by the entrepreneur like you and your friends. Okay, so that's why to learn this is the basic need, this is the basic idea is one should require, one should keep in mind that one should have the basic requirement for the knowledge of the chemical industry. Okay, so let us see what are the basic requirements for the chemical industry. Okay, the basic requirements, or we can say the basic needs of the chemical industry, or what are the basic processes, what are the basic operations that are happening or that are done in the chemical industries, that we have to learn here. Okay, so chemical production is the first thing. We are producing the chemical substances. Whatever we are producing under the heading chemical industry, that is nothing but, or that are nothing but chemical production. We are producing chemicals. Okay, so we are producing, for example, a paracetamol drug. So it is a type of chemical substance. So that's why we can call it as a chemical production. Suppose we are producing a paint. So paint is a substance, that is a chemical substance, that is known as chemical production. We are producing a glass. We are producing paper. We are making plastics, any type of plastic. So all these are chemical products. So that's why chemical production is the main or first thing that we have to learn about it. Okay, so chemical production is including different aspects. Chemical production is having different aspects, and these are raw materials, unit processes, unit operations, quality control. In short, we call it as a QC, quality control. Then process control is there, and finally, as these are chemicals, it is directly related to the pollution. So that's why pollution control is another one of the most important aspect right now. Okay, so all these terms we will learn one by one in the current scenario of this chapter. Okay, so raw materials, unit process. Raw materials means any starting material, we can say, which is required for the production of desired product. Okay, this is called as raw material. Then unit processes. So different processes can be carried out in different chemical industries that are known as unit processes. Okay, so any process is designated as unit process. Okay, for example, we are doing a purification, or we are doing a separation. There are in a particular chemical reaction, if they are forming two products simultaneously, we call it as a parallel reaction. If the two products are forming simultaneously, then one is our desired product and one is our side product. So no doubt we are requiring our main product or desired product. So to get separate out that main product, we have to filter it, we have to separate it. So the separation is the one of the process. So all these such activities are regarded as unit processes. Then unit operations. Unit operations, just like unit processes, some operations are doing in chemical industry, in chemical production, they are known as unit operations. Then quality control. This is the most important, because without quality there is no demand to your product, whatever it may be. If we have to purchase a mobile phone, then we are buying or we are purchasing only that particular phone which is giving best quality. So that's a quality control in any industry, not only in chemical industry, but in any type of industry. Quality control is having the soul or the heart of that industry. So that's why QC or quality control is having most important aspect in the chemical production. Then process control. Process control is what? We are designing a particular process for the production of particular product. Okay, so then process control is must for that particular product. Without process control, if we do not have a control on that process may undergo different types of side reactions, or different types of side products may be formed. So that's why process control is having valuable aspect. Then pollution control. We know that environment is going to degrade by the chemical industries, just like sugar industries, then paper industries, then agrochemical industries, pharmaceutical industries. So that's why pollution control is again one of the important aspect. Okay, so any chemical process can have a typical methodology. Any chemical process can have a typical methodology. So for the production of any chemical substance or any chemical product, we should have a raw material. Without raw material, we can't prepare, or we cannot prepare any desired product. So starting material or raw material is the first one. Starting material or raw material is the basic thing, or basic requirement for the chemical production or for chemical process. So starting raw material, from this starting raw material some physical treatments are given to this. Okay, they are called as unit operations. Physical treatment means heating. For example, we have to heat. In laboratory we are heating our reaction, just like conical flask or beaker by means of a burner. But in chemical industries, the heating is done by means of vapor or steam, we can say. Heating is done by means of steam. We are near here to the sugar industry, so that's why it is we are aware about that, how the sugar syrup is heated. It is heated by means of a water steam. Okay, so and for that, so this is one of the treatment or one of the operation which is called as heating or mixing. Let us say if we have to mix 2 or 3 raw materials, so mixing is done, mixing is there. So this is the unit operations or physical treatment, we can say. Then chemical treatment is there, or chemical treatment, it is also called a unit process. It is come under the unit process. So what chemical treatment means? Here the chemical transformation is taking place. Means here actually the raw material is changing, or it is converting from raw material to the desired product. So this is done in the chemical treatment or unit process. Then fourth one is the physical treatment again. Physical treatment means here we are giving physical treatment, let us say mixing or heating, etc. Here actual chemical transformation takes place in this, and after this transformation we are getting desired product here. But this desired product is not isolated in this state. It is not isolated, it is not separated. So separation, purification, such type of processes are done in this type of category, and after this separation or purification we are getting our desired product. Okay, so this is all about the a typical methodology for a chemical process. Okay, then the second aspect is the raw materials. Raw materials in our local language we call it as a kacha mal. Okay, so raw material, the definition of raw material is any substance or a chemical substance which can be processed, any substance which can be processed into a desired product is called as raw material. So the raw materials are of different types, their origins are of different types. Different chemical industries require different types of raw materials. It is a well-known thing that if we have to prepare a paper, then we must require a cellulose material obtained from the plants. Okay, if we have to prepare glass material or a glass product, then we should have silica or silica based products. If we have to prepare the sugar, if we have to manufacture sugar, then we must have sugar cane as a raw material. So that's why on the basis of that, the raw materials are of mainly two types. The first one is natural raw materials, and second one is raw material obtained from the other industries. Raw materials obtained from, or it is taken from the other industries. So the raw material may be a part of, or it is maybe the end product of previous industries. Okay, so means simply we are preparing sweet industry is there, or a sweet bakery, or we can say is the production, and for that we should require sugar. So sugar is the end product of sugar industry, which is used to prepare different types of sweets in sweet industry. Okay, so this is the general idea. So these are the two main types or kinds of the raw materials. Natural raw material, let us see. There are different examples again. So let us see one by one. Carbon compounds. So carbon compounds, these are, we know that there are the three main allotropes of carbon. These are graphite, graphite, diamond, and fullerene. Okay, so carbon compounds are the raw materials such as coal. is obtained from the mines. Okay, so and different carbon compounds can be derived from the carbides also. Okay, so these are the different sources. Then B, hydrogen H2 gas. It is generally obtained or is generally prepared from the water itself, because water is H2O and it is oxide of hydrogen. So by electrolysis process, the hydrogen or H2 gas is obtained from the water. Then N2 and O2. Again, these are very well known sources of the natural raw materials, because N2 in atmosphere we know that about 78% of the air is composing of nitrogen gas, and 19 to 20% of the atmosphere is composing the oxygen gas. So nitrogen gas and oxygen gas are the mainly and easily and cheaply available sources which are available directly from the nature. Okay, then chlorine, Cl2, chlorine and sodium hydroxide NaOH. Okay, chlorine and sodium hydroxide NaOH. So these are obtained from the sodium chloride, and indirectly sodium chloride is obtained from the sea, and sea is a natural resource. Okay, again sulfur, phosphorus and fluorine. Sulfur, S, phosphorus and fluorine and other minerals. So these are these can be obtained from the mines or other minerals from the earth crust. So these are again natural resources. Second one is raw materials obtained from the other industries. So these are the end products of previous industries, one of the industries, and they can be taken directly to manufacture, to produce the different things used for the another products. Okay, different industries. So in this there are again many sources. First one is, these are only examples we have taken. You can take any type of example. For the sake of simplicity, we have taken these examples only. Okay, you can take anyone. So raw materials from the other industries, sodium chloride, NaCl. So NaCl is obtained, sodium chloride is obtained from the salt industry, and salt industry is making sea, or sodium chloride is obtained from the sea. Okay, then caustic soda, it is nothing but KOH, potassium hydroxide, KOH. It is obtained or it is used for the preparation of soaps. Caustic soda, it is used for the preparation of soaps. KOH is the main source, or caustic soda is the main raw material for the preparation of different types of soaps and detergents. Molasses, as we know, molasses is the mainly used, or it is a byproduct of sugar industry, and it is mainly used for the production of alcohol. Different types of beverages can be prepared by using molasses. Then benzene. So benzene can be generally obtained from the petroleum fractions, and this benzene is generally prepared, or it is used for the preparation of phenol, different aromatic compounds, then aniline, then many products are there. It is also used as solvents in many chemical industries, many chemical reactions. Okay, then petroleum fractions. These petroleum fractions include different petroleum products such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, then pet ether, then natural gas we can say, then LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. All these are nothing but petroleum fractions. They can be separated by using fractionating column in the petroleum industry. Then naphthalene is there. Naphthalene is also used for the different chemical industries. Okay, then linseed oil is again used. It is very important and very cheapest source for the non-edible linseed oil for the preparation of soaps and detergents, for the production of soaps and detergents. Okay, so this is all about the introductory part and the general idea about the modern approach. Modern approach means recent approach to the chemical industry, modern approach to the chemical industry. Okay, so this is I have covered lot of these things in this lecture. Remaining part we will see in next lecture, next video. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.